Well, say, folks, welcome back to the shop. I gotta tell you, I've been watching some of them YouTube channels. Man, that's some good stuff out there. Bruce, you got it going on, brother. That oil pump you got, I got to have one. I got to looking it up. I got studying on it, then I run across another fella got one. That Medic 1. That is a bad to the bone oil siphoning system he's got. So I said, I got to find that one. Yeah, well, we out here today because I'm cheap, and I think I can make me one. So I scurried up some junk, got me a piece of 4-inch pipe, about this long. I got me a cap, and then I got me a cap for the other side with a little threaded end. I went through my junk and I found up some fittings, some tubing, and I had this fluid transfer pump. Let's see if we can't put this junk to use. Let's see what we end up with. Got me a fitting, 1/4 3/8. I'm just going to use it on the inside to kind of line up where this hole needs to be. Got me a drill bit that I believe is going to correspond with the size I need to tap a hole. But they say, and you've all heard, the mother of invention is necessity. Well, I don't need this, but I want it. So my thought is, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. I want to see if I can't get by what I got here in the shop. Doggone Snap-on man won't even stop here no more. I think I hurt his feelings. That's good. All right, that's what I'm looking at. Let me glue up this piece of pipe. That's a win. I like it. I like it a lot. So that is going to be able to screw in the top of this. Bingo, Daddy Rabbit. We're running with that. Let that dog hunt. If I ain't doing this right, y'all know a better way to do it, make your own doggone video. I watch it. I don't mind learning from you. Like I said, I ain't never done this right here. I just had an idea. So I decided I'd act on it. If you're a professional fluid extractor builder and you know something that would help me, well, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Let me hear what you got, brother. Look at that. There's a rusty rooster fluid extractor being built right before your eyes. I hope those threads will seal enough to create a vacuum. Let's move on to the next part of this. JB Weld zip ties and duct tape, son. What holds this whole world together sometimes, I do believe. It ain't pretty, and I'm sure I'll make some modifications to it if it works. But I got about a half gallon of fluid in here, old burnt motor oil. Let's just try it. Man, I'm kind of excited about this. Let's see what happens. Ain't nothing happening. Uh-oh, look at here. What I've done, you saw I took that doggone saw file and I run me some rudimentary grooves around that piece of PVC pipe. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a plunger out of it. I'm gonna work these O-rings down on it. And they're pretty tight. I need them to stay in place. I'm gonna pop them down into them grooves. There's one. There is number two. If I can get him on there. Yeah, because my dang oil vacuum pump didn't work out like I planned with that. I'm gonna make me my own pump. I'm gonna make me a heavy duty roaster pump now. Got this is gonna be my main cylinder. That's gonna be my plunger. Where's my handle at? This is gonna be my handle. Essentially, what I'm planning on doing is having this on the end of that. That ain't gonna fit in there right now. That bad boy's going down in there, and it's gonna act as my plunger, back and forth. What I plan on doing is making two one-way valves using these little old gumball rubber balls I got these at the grocery store, quarter a piece. All right, they're gonna fit down inside that piece of PVC pipe. I'm gonna put a pin across it, and voila, I got a one-way valve. Here's what I'm looking at doing. Got me a 1 by 3/4 fitting. And I'm gonna drop this little old toy rubber ball down in there, and it makes a seat against the ridge. If you can see in there, there's a ridge inside that fitting. That's gonna act as a seat, and the ball create a seal. And I'm gonna run that pin. I'm gonna heat it up and I'm gonna press it through to create a stop. Otherwise the ball will drift off into the valve. I've measured the height of the ball to the top of the fitting, and I'm gonna have this sitting about 1/8 of an inch above the ball, limiting the travel. Wish me luck. Let's see what we come up with. Well, we got our two valves made. That works pretty good. Before I put them in, I think I'll spray a little silicone on these rubber balls. That might help them create a better seal. I'll clip these pins off, even with the outside of that. But right now, we got to finish making our housing for this valve. I got this 2" by 3/4 plug here. One of them, I'm simply gonna screw it in this way, but I gotta have an inlet valve and an outlet valve. So One side I'm gonna have to take and be able to have a fitting on this side to hook to, and the other side I'm going to require to be able to install the valve on this side. But there's a ridge in here. I'm going to attempt to grind that ridge out, run me a tap through here, clean those threads up so that I can thread this valve in from this side. Give me a tap, run down in there and clean that up all the way to the end. All right, I'm liking that. I'll run that tap in this way just to get me some threads cut. Taps are tapered. Then I tipped it over and got it started back and run it. That way I should be able to get a fitting in from both sides. We got one valve going this direction, and then we got another valve we want to go the other doggone way. Oh yeah. There we go. We run that down tight, put a little Teflon on it. We got a valve. Give me a minute. I'm going to trim these off. I'm going to run this one to the inside of this fitting. This will be on the inside of my pump. That's the one I cut, so I want to make sure I catch those threads just right. Look pretty good. It gives me room to get another fitting in here. Let's go ahead and get him in there. That ain't it. Here it is. Had to come up with some way to get it pushed down to get a hose on it. Now. Well, I sure do like that wrench, I guess. It's the wrong one, but I sure do like it. I don't think it's got to be all that tight. All right, that's one inlet valve, outlet valve. I've got a piece of 2-inch PVC pipe that's going to act as my main cylinder. A piece of 3/4-inch pipe is going to act as my shaft, rod, whatever you want to call it. A coupler down to it says 1 inch by 3/4, and then I've got a piece of threaded 1 1/4 by 1 inch down to that little piston we made. We made that piston out of a cap, 1 1/4 inch. We got the grooves in it, got our O-rings on there. We're just kind of dry fitting everything together right now. That is going to go down through the cylinder, make us a piston. I believe I need to cut about 3/4 of an inch off of this, because by the time I put the coupler on it and this fitting, I think we're going to be so doggone close. I do not want this piston end to ever drive past the end of the cylinder. I want it to always stop about right there. And hear it pumping. Hey, I think we may have a wiener here. I'm gonna try and bring you around here and show you what I ended up doing. Let's take a look at the top here. Remember I built this tube. This is my catch. And what I did, I had to scrounge around finding some tubes and hoses. I'll neaten this up later, but this is what I got. So this is by golly what we used. This is my vacuum hose end. Drawing a vacuum on this canister right here. That's my vacuum side of my pump. If you follow it up through this maze of tubes, I didn't cut anything yet, hadn't trimmed it up, because I want to neaten this up, but I don't have exactly what I want to make it clean and pretty. But that draws a vacuum on this cylinder each time I drive that pump. So, what do you say we give it, and let's find out. This tube's what I used on that old red pump. It failed miserably. Would it move it? Yeah, it moved it. But doggone. Had to pump and pump. Gotta get me a little something stiffer to hold that down in there. I'd have to pump and pump and pump to get just a few ounces of oil moved. Let's watch this tube right here and see what we get. That's a lot better. That is a lot better. As far as I'm concerned, that's an improvement. I might make me a little base for that thing to help hold it. Maybe glue it to a piece of board or something. But all in all, we're just trying to get by. Let's see what we got. Still drawing? Yeah. Y'all hear that? Now, as far as I'm concerned, that's a winner. Heck yeah. Let's clean this up. And I believe with just a few slight modifications, I believe we got a winner here. We got to get that thing where it stand up better. But we're going to go with it. Well, folks, I'm going to grin a little bit. I'm happy with that. I am going to make me a base, probably out of a piece of ply. Glue this thing down to it, make it a little more stable when I set it down. But I was much happier with what little bit of vacuum I have to pull on that to get it to operate. This I'm happy with. I'm gonna make a few little modifications to it, figure out a better way to secure the pump to the side of the cylinder, the catch basin, and clean up some of these tubes so next time you see me use it in the shop, maybe it'll look a little pretty. Or not, it's working. I'm happy. Wouldn't mind having a little something to catch a dripping oil out of it. But that's a winner, boys. Hey, I appreciate it. You like this video? Got anything out of it? How about one of them there thumbs up? Y'all know, a subscribe ain't gonna hurt you now. I appreciate it.